Hello, everyone. Just trying to get the computer to work, but I'm using a different computer, which we might have to do. That's okay. Okay, let's just use a different computer. All right, everyone. Let's do some checking off. Okay. I'm going to check off snack and recess and music. We've got a little bit of time for social studies before Miss Eccles will be here for library. We're going to start learning about a new continent in social studies. A new continent. So here is our globe, right? And we have 7 continents. And a continent is like a big piece of land. We have 7 of them. Let's see here. We have North America. That's where we live. Under North America is South America. We haven't learned about that yet. And then we have Africa over here.
South Texas, you mean?
Yet. Oh, and then at the very bottom, we have Antarctica. We learned about Antarctica last month. That's one of the continents. We have Europe here. We haven't learned about Europe yet. And then we have Australia. This is the continent of Asia. It's the biggest continent. So that's all 7. We have North America, South America, Antarctica, Africa, Europe, Australia, and there's Asia. That's the continent we're going to start learning about. This is the biggest continent, the biggest one out of all 7. There's Asia. We're going to We're going to start learning about Asia. Okay, we're going to learn about Asian animals. We're going to learn about different countries in Asia. We're going to learn about where Asia is on our globe and our map. We've got a couple minutes before library, so so we're going to go ahead and read a book about Asia. I'm going to share my screen here. And let's read a book about Asia. So at home, can y'all see the book at home? You can see it? Okay, awesome. It says, A Look at Continents. And we're going to explore Asia. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, y'all can't. I'll have to do it this way so y'all can kind of see. I know, we're using the other computer. Sorry, kids in the classroom. Okay, so Asian landforms. So the continent of Asia has beaches. My goodness, and they have beaches and lakes. So this is the Earth's deepest lake is in Asia. And there's seals. Okay, and then here's the map. Asia is the largest of all 7 continents. So the equator is an imaginary line. That's the imaginary line. Most of Asia is above the equator. There's only some islands that are below the equator there. So here's Asia on our globe. That's the biggest continent. Mountains cover about 75% of Asia. The Himalayan mountain range crosses the center. They contain Earth's highest point, Mount Everest. People travel from all over the world to climb it. So the highest point on Earth is Mount Everest, and that's in Asia. This is the plateau of Tibet. Some call the area the roof of the world, and that's because it's Earth's highest plateau. It's surrounded by mountains. There's some yaks that live in the plateau. They eat grass, and their long fur helps keep them warm. Asia includes many islands. Some have active volcanoes. Mount Sinabung is one. It erupted for the first time in around 400 years. It erupted a couple years ago. Whoa. And then we're going to learn about some Asian animals. Really cool Asian. Hi, we're doing this again. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we're going to learn about some Asian animals like tigers and pandas, all sorts of cool things. Ooh, there's even Arctic foxes in Asia. Pretty cool. So we'll finish reading this book tomorrow in social studies because it is time for a library. So I'm going to check off social studies. We're going to finish reading that book tomorrow in social studies. Don't worry. Okay, let me stop staring at my screen and let me try to get this other computer to work again. Harry,
Is it the computer
as soon as I get a
or is it the VGA cord?
I think it's the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, my internet is working. It's just
Got it.
Zoom with the computer. I think
I could do it after my computer, but I don't know if it's too much trouble.
let's see. Either whatever you need will work with me. I'm totally flexible. Let me try to get Zoom working. It was working all morning and then it just
It's
stopped.
giving you a tough time right now, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Thank you for being patient, kids at home. We're trying to get the computer to work. Oh, now internet's not. Oh, there we go. There's some in it. Wheeler, I'll pass them out as soon as I can. No, it's still not working. Ah. Yeah, sorry about that. You can use my this computer is working just fine, but yeah, it's just not the laptop one, so we can't use the screen. But yeah, totally up to you if you want to use yours or this one, whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna turn this off. So you don't need it. Okay.
I guess I'll probably, if I'm in your Zoom, oh yeah, I guess I'll go from this one. Okay. Do you want to use my adapter again so you can have the screen? It's just sitting in my mailbox.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, let me go. I have finally ordered it.
Yeah. You always keep it. I never, honestly, it was how long forever? And I'm letting me other. It doesn't work on my computer.
Are you sure? Okay.
If I ever randomly need it, I can send you an email, but I don't use it.
Okay, I will totally take you up on that.
It's so nice to have a backup.
I know. Wait, how does this? Yes, and it'll be here if ever you need it. I will totally take you up on that.
Yes, please do.
Sorry, this mess with
No
the wires.
problem.
But okay, I think this should be good now. Volume is up. Okay.
Yay! Projector's turning on. No problem. Hey, friends. Thank you for waiting. We were getting some things ready with the computer so that they were all talking to each other and showing up on the screen. Let's see. I can see Isley's here today. Hi, Finn. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Colin. Are you all coloring at home too? Can you show me? Because I've been seeing some really cool coloring here. No, Birdie or Catherine's not coloring. Not coloring, no? Okay. So, friends, it's waking up. The colors, I think, will get brighter as we wait out a line. All right, friends. So, happy Monday and happy first day of February. So, since it is February right now, we are going to take some time in our library specials to read some books this week from authors of color. February is Black History Month, and really we can read books about and by authors of color and Black people all year long, but especially in February, it's a great time to highlight these stories. So the first book that we're going to look at today is a book that is made by a team, an author and an illustrator who are really good friends. So I'm going to share my screen in just a second so you can see who they are, and I can tell you a little bit about them before I read the book that they wrote and illustrated together. Da, da, da. All right. If you are seeing my screen, let's see, let me find you all here. You can give me a thumbs up. Amazing. And I'm going to go right on over here. So we're a little ahead here. So I'm scooch back. Here are our author and our illustrator. And let me just adjust some things so I can see friends at home too. There you are. All right. So our author today, his name is Derek Barnes. If someone is an author of a book, what part of the book do they make? We've been talking about this all year. What part do they make if they're the author? You can raise your hand, looking for Zoom friends. Okay, Adeline. The words, that's right. So he added the words of this book. It says, I am every good thing. That is the name of this book. And our author, before he was an author, he actually used to make greeting cards. And I learned when I read information about him that he was actually the first African-American man to make greeting cards for Hallmark. So has anybody ever gone maybe in past years to the grocery store with your family, and have you seen the cards that you can pick out to share with family and friends? Have you ever seen those? A few of us have. Our author, Derek Barnes, might have made some of them. Now right here, we've got our illustrator. Our illustrator's name is Gordon C. James. So they both live in North Carolina and have been friends for over 20 years. Does that sound like a long time or a short time to us? A long time, yes. And oh really? Your dad lives in North Carolina. Amazing. So one of the most recent book that they have made together is I'm Every Good Thing. The other book that they've made together that we might be looking at on Wednesday is this book right here, which is called Crown. Now right here, look at this crown. This is an important crown. We're going to be making this crown in a bit. But this is their book, I Am Every Good Thing. And one of the reasons they said they wrote this book was they wanted to celebrate all the great things that kids can recognize about themselves, especially young Black boys. And so they wanted that story to be told because it's really important and inspirational. So that's why we're going to start off our Black History Month reading with I Am Every Good Thing. So I'll stop screen share in just a second. And just to kind of get us thinking about positive things about ourselves or others, does anybody have something really good about themselves that they feel like they could share? Like something, a way in which maybe you take care of somebody, maybe something that you have learned how to do that is still hard, but you do it. There you go, Adeline has one. Oh, so Adeline shares that, or said that she shares with her little brother. That is a good thing about her. Thank you, Adeline. Anything else? Yes, Vina, thank you for raising your hand. Oh, could you say that a little louder? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
My brother gets to play with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Adeline. Aw. Or so Vina is sharing that some good things about her as a sister. And it sounds like her brother loves to play with her. And that's something that she does with him. So that's a good thing about her being a sister. Thank you, Adeline. Or Vina. I'm sorry, my brain. Any other good things? It's okay if you can't think of any now. I'll ask you after the story. So maybe while we're thinking, there'll be something you see in this book that you connect to. All right, I'm gonna make my screen big. And let's take kind of just a stretch and a breath before we read. So let's take our hands and reach up to the sky. Let's find our shoulders. This is like last week, right? We're making our what shape? Our triangles. Find your hips. Maybe find your toes. And reach back up to the sky. Stretch arms out wide. Give yourself a big hug. Let's say, good job, me. I made it almost to the end of kindergarten on a Monday. Good job. All right, here we go. So right here, our very first illustrations of this book, there's something about their expression that connects. What's the connection in their expression? They're all making what kind of face?
Kids.
Yeah, they're all kids. And yeah, they're happy. We can see they're smiling. Right, that's another page of the title of the book. And it starts like this. I am a nonstop ball of energy, powerful and full of light. I'm a go-getter, a difference maker, and a leader. Those are what the words on this page are telling us. The illustrator is showing us he's also seeing him as something else. He's got a cape. What does that remind us of? Yeah, a superhero. So remember, as we're reading our story, the pictures are telling the story and the words are telling the story. So there might be extra clues and things we can realize in the pictures. I am every good thing that makes the world go around. You know, like gravity or the glow of moonbeams over a field of brand new snow. I am good to the core, like the center of a cinnamon roll. Yes, that good. Does that connect to anyone? Have any of you all enjoyed eating a cinnamon roll, especially that middle bit?
Yeah. The middle of it is the best.
Harrison says the middle bit of it is the best part. It's the most cinnamony.
It's the very best part.
I agree, Elliot. And says our author.
Especially if it's Twinkie.
Yes.
Especially if it has cinnamon on it.
Especially if it has cinnamon. What if it's warm and a little gooey too?
Ooh,
So good. Our author agrees.
Oh yeah.
Moving on, he says, I am skateboard tricks, but also scraped knees and elbows. But you know what? I am right back on my feet again. I am one eye open and one eye closed, peeking through a microscope. When we're peeking through a microscope, what does it help us to see? Any idea? What's that?
Germs.
Yeah, maybe germs. Things that are so big or so tiny that we can't see them usually. Tiny. Yeah, it magnifies them so we can see them when we look through the microscope. I'm also gazing through a telescope, checking out into outer space and plotting those far off places. I have a far way to go, but I will. So again, right here, the words don't tell us what he might be dreaming of becoming when he grows up, but the picture does. What do you think? An astronaut. Yes. I am a gentleman and a scholar. Those are some kind of big words. A gentleman. What's a gentleman? A gentleman is someone who is grown up, maybe, or someone who is polite and is courteous to other people. And it's not something just a man can be. Anyone can be polite and courteous. Adeline, after you get some water, use a little hand sanitizer since you touched your face, okay? Just to make sure you're safe. I am kind and polite, like yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. I help my grandmother across the street, and I always say this when somebody does this. I'll do a fake one. Achoo! What's a gentle person or a kind or polite thing we can say if somebody goes, achoo? Bless you. That's right. Bless you. Kind of a way to check on people. I am a cool breeze, a perfect paper airplane that glides for blocks and miles forever. Also, the picture, there's something else they like to do that has to do with air and wind. What is it? Maybe fly a kite. Look closely. It has to do with candy.
Bubble gum.
This looks like they also like to blow up bubbles with bubble gum.
But if I put bubble gum on, they're gonna be bugs.
Oh, that would get sticky. I am a roaring flame of creativity. I'm that lightning round, that quick round of questions, and a star-filled sky of solutions. Solutions are like answers to problems. I am an explorer. I put a flag on every square foot of this planet where I belong. I'm a sponge. I soak up information and knowledge and wisdom. I want it all. I want to hear it all. I'm all. Which body part is the one that could help us hear and listen? Would we say all eyes?
Ear.
All elbows? Yeah, all ears. And I like that. Elliot adds brain. All ears and brain. Ready to soak it up and learn. I am Saturday mornings in the summertime. I am just 2 bounces and a front flip off a diving board. I'm hilarious. I am the life of the party. I'm that smile that's forming on your face right now.
And then kind of the harmonica.
Ooh, a harmonica? Oh, good point. So Ford says, is he playing a harmonica? Am I pointing to what you're talking about, Ford? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Let's talk about this. Harmonicas are like little instruments that you can play music off of, but this
Snorkel.
something different. Oh, Birdie or Catherine, can you say that again?
A snorkel.
And what does a snorkel help a swimmer do?
Oh, breathe when you're on the water.
Breathe when you're underwater, because your face and your nose, see how they're covered with the goggles? They might be under the water, but you can breathe through the tube that's coming up out of the water and into the air. Yes, good point. Wheeler says if you go too far down when you're snorkeling, though, then it'll be all in. Good point. We have solutions here, problems and solutions.
What if your nose breathes?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But what if your nose breathes?
Ooh. So, hey friends, Birdie was asking a question, but I had a hard time hearing her question because I think we were figuring out when it's safe to scuba dive and when it's safe to snorkel. And I think you know your answers because you were answering them as you said them, but I didn't hear Birdie's question. So Birdie, could you say it again, please?
What if your nose breathes?
Oh, what if you're a nose breather? Ooh.
That's
Then
me.
I wonder if there's a special snorkel mask that allows you, that seals over your nose, but allows you to breathe through that tube that's going up into the air. What do we think? Yeah, but it would work. We might have to get, if you go snorkeling, Birdie or Catherine, a special snorkel mask. Amazing. Now right here, I'm going to read the words on this page, but keep an eye on the pictures because they're going to tell a little extra part of this story. So it says, I'm a boom bop, when the bass line thumps and the kick line drums. I'm the perfect beat, the perfect rhythm, keeping everything on point, always on time. And you already knew that. But what is he actually doing? We're seeing it in the illustration and not so much in the words. Dancing, that's right. And what kind of fun thing is happening while he's dancing? Where can we see?
There's an ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck, but what are these? Are these mirrors?
Yeah.
Those are phones. Looks like people are maybe videoing or taking pictures of his dance, like if it's a recital or something. Now right here he says, I am a grand slam. Face is fully loaded. I'm a two-handed dunk holding onto the rim. Just to remind you that I'm still the man. Believe that. Now right here, what sport is he playing? basketball. And when he says, I'm a dunk, is he talking about what you would do with like an Oreo in your milk? No. What is a dunk in basketball? And why would you want to do it if you're playing? Yeah. Yeah, the way you make points in basketball and your team can win the game is by getting that ball through basket. And a dunk is when you reach all the way up to that rim. Now right here, what's that?
Guess what?
What?
This is really cool. Really cool. When I played in the YMCA basketball, I used to do I got behind the three-point line and I made it.
Oh, you made it.
Behind it. That's one
So there's this, remember how earlier we were talking about good things we're recognizing and how we might be reminded by this book? He's recognizing that he's good at his basketball. He's making a slam dunk from Porter's like, wait a second, I've done that too. That's a recognition. Charles, is your hand up or stretching?
Yeah, I used to say why. I just like jump up and like throw it.
Nice.
I'm stretching.
Just stretching. All right, right here it says, I am the undisputed. That means beyond shadow of a doubt, the champion. I am the highlight reel, so the most exciting parts of the game of magnificence. I'm the celebration. I'm the applause. Now let's do a little charade with applause. If you know what applause is, do it. Does anybody know? Ooh, yes, I see some friends at home. Finn's doing it. I am the applause. He also says I'm the standing ovation. If we know what a standing ovation is, show me. What's that? So a standing ovation is when an audience is giving applause and they are so excited about whatever it is they're applauding that they jump up to their feet and they keep giving their applause. That's a standing ovation. Ford gave a little short one. Harrison gave a little short one. Oh, look at that. Some friends at home are. Adeline's giving one. Vina's giving one. And then we're taking our applause back down. Good job, friends. Let's have a little movement in a story. He is a standing ovation because he is victory. And right here he says, I am a brother, a son, a nephew, a favorite cousin, a grandson, and a friend.
Oh, I recognize something.
Do you recognize something?
My baby brother.
Oh, okay. So you're,
Recognize something?
yeah, so Elliot's recognizing a brother. Yeah.
I have a brother too.
There we go. Ford's recognizing a brother too. Yeah, I was about to say that you all were talking about that before the story. So I am tight hugs, a hand to hold. I'm also a shoulder to cry on. I hope you never have to, but I am here. So right here, who might he be hugging? His grandfather. Yeah. Yes.
Me and my mom hug.
Okay. Yeah. A hug. A sign of affection or taking care of each other. Now right here he says, although I am something like a superhero, every now and then I'm afraid. I'm not what they might call me, and I won't answer to any name that isn't my own. I am what I say I am. So here he's saying that he is his name. He is his identity that his family gave him that he uses, not any other nickname or name that he does not call or want to be called, because he's who he is. I am that sound in the forest when the mighty, and here we can see it in the picture, when what might fall. What could be tall in the forest with branches? Yeah, when a tree falls.
I'll recognize something I see it on.
Oh, okay, so you see trees too. I am waves crashing gently on the shore. I'm a force of nature, a miracle and a blessing. A blessing is kind of like a gift or something special.
But I recognize something when the day before. I go swimming now.
Oh, you go swimming a lot? Yeah, so swimming and joy in the water is something we could connect to. I am brave. I am hope. I am my ancestors' wildest dream. I'm worthy of success. Success is achieving your goals and things that you want to do. of respect, of being safe, of kindness, and of happiness. And so right here, we can also see some significant people in Black history and culture. We'll be reading some books about some of these people. And at the very end, without a shadow of a doubt, I am worthy to be loved. And then he says it one more time. I am worthy to be loved. And that's the end of this book. Every good thing. What did we think of this one?
Oh yeah.
That's good. Okay, did we, while we were reading, because we just have about 4 minutes left, so I don't want to start our new book and not get far enough into it. Did we recognize any other good things, either about our character in the book or about ourselves as I was reading it, that maybe we didn't think of in the beginning? Any other good things about ourselves, or maybe about our families? Did we see anything? Not sure. Is your hand up, Ford? No. Okay. So friends, since we have just a couple minutes left.
I'm just gonna show you what I would do.
I might go ahead and share my screen and we'll meet our next book. So we just have a little preview of what it's going to be about. So let's see.
A preview?
Yeah, a little sneak preview. We can make some guesses about what this person might want to be when he grows up. Because guess what? When he was your age, he knew what he wanted to be when he grew up. And we'll see if we can guess from his picture.
I know what I want to be.
What would you like to be when you grow up, Elliot?
So I want a hero.
Mm-hmm. Elliot says a hero. And as a hero, sometimes I've noticed hero rescue people or help people. Is there a way that you would like to help people or the world?
What about like, well, it looks like you could work at the life center or something.
Okay. So here's our next book that we're going to be reading. And hold on, let me switch this right here. This book is called Radiant Child. And right here, I have a picture of the front cover of the book. Also a picture of the real person. So this illustration is this man when he was younger. His name is Jean-Michel Basquiat, and he is a real person. And when he grew up, he became a famous something. Any guesses about what it might be? Yes, Elliot?
Can I tell something when I want me to tell you my idea?
Okay.
29.
Oh, 29, okay. Okay, so, there is one clue. Someone says maybe football player. He is wearing a football helmet, but it's not football player. Keep looking at the pictures. There are clues kind of all around you here. Ooh, baseball player? Okay, it's not in sports. He liked to play sports, but he wanted to be a famous, the clue is behind you. Ooh, someone says singer. Great guess. It is something there. Ooh, Charles, why do you say artist?
DJ.
Oh, let's not repeat. Charles, what made you guess artist? Yes, he wanted to be an artist when he grew up. And guess what? He did become a famous artist. And the type of art that he made was so powerful and interesting and colorful that they named this book not just Jean-Michel Basquiat, which is his name, but Radiant Child.
I knew it.
Do we know what the word radiant means? Radiant means to send out light brightly. So he is a very inspirational artist. And we're going to get inspired by his art on Wednesday, and I'm going to teach you how to draw one of his very favorite symbols on Wednesday. And we'll do some art kind of inspired by him. All right. All right, friends, I want to say thank you so much for being here for today, for your ideas and all the focus and intention that you have shared. I will be back on Wednesday with Jean-Michel Basquiat's life story. I'm going to go to the computer. Goodbye, Isley. Goodbye, Colin. Bye, Finn. Good to see you. Goodbye, Catherine.
There we go. Luna.
Just wait 1 second. Wait till she comes back.
We can't hear you, Miss Vanderlinde. You're muted.
Yay, thank you.
Can you hear me now? Thank you, Finn. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'm gonna check off library. Next on our schedule, we're gonna do some math and then story time. So for math, we're gonna work in our math books in a minute. But before we start working in our math books, I just want you to look up here for a little bit, okay? I'm gonna show you some math things and then we'll do some work in our math books together. Okay, let me change my screen here. Okay. Okay. So here's our board, and we have a group of 10. There's our group of 10 blocks. So there is our group of 10 blocks. So you do not have to do this with me. For this, I just want you to watch. I just want you to watch this part. Okay, so we have our group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's my group of 10. I got it. All right, back to your desk. I need you to stay in your area. This is your area. Stay here. Okay, so we have our group of 10. And then I'm going to do 2 extra. What would that be? 12. Yeah, that would be 12. And if we were going to write it, oh, there's that rectangle, how it looks in your book. And then this is going to be the tens place. How many groups of 10 I have? This is going to be the ones place. How many leftover ones I have? Okay, well, how many group of 10? How many groups of 10? 1. Yep, just 1 group of 10. And then how many extra? 2. 2 extra. So that would be 12 altogether. Now, what if I wanted to make this match? 1 group of 10 and 3. How many more do I need? Yeah, I need to put down 3 to make it match, right? I have 10. And then 3 extra. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what if I wanted to make this match? A 5. Ooh, so that would be 15. I already have 10. How many extra ones do I need? I need 5 extra, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would need 5 extra. So 1 group of 10 and 5 extra. Okay, everybody, now we're gonna do some work in our math book. So now let's get those math books out. So you're gonna need a pencil and you're gonna need 2 crayons for your math today. You're gonna need a pencil and 2 crayons. Yep, you can really use any color you want. I'm gonna use blue and red, but you can really use any color you want. We're gonna need a pencil and 2 crayons. I'm gonna use blue and red, but you can use any color you want. Okay, we're on page 27 in our math books, a 2 and a 7. Elliot, do you have page 27 in your math book out? We need page 27 in our math books, a 2 and a 7. You got it, Ingrid? Good. So page 27, 2 and a 7 in our math books. Yeah. Okay, so let's read the directions here. It says color 10 shapes blue. Color more shapes red to make the correct number. I'm going to use blue and red. Y'all can use different colors. But let's see. Let's make sure there's 10 blue shapes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, there's 10 blue. I have 1 group of 10. Okay, now it says that there's 3 left over. 3 left over to make 13. So we need to color in 3 shapes red. 1, 2, 3. So we're coloring in 3 shapes red. Yeah, as long as it's not blue. As long as it's 2 different colors. It could be any different color. Okay, and then how many did I color in? I did 3. So we'll trace their 3. That's 13 shapes altogether. So do you see how much longer it takes if we were going to count them by 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my goodness, that takes so long. Or I know this is 10, so I could just do 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, much easier to count that way. Okay, let's do this next one. Let's make sure they did 10 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, they sure did. How many is in the ones place? How many extra? What number is that? We have 1 group of 10. What number is this? Yeah, and then 8 left over. 8 left over, so that means we need to color in 8 red. We need to color in 8 red. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have a group of 10 and 8 red, 8 left over. And that's 18 altogether. Instead of counting all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 18, you could just say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That takes a lot less time. That's okay. Just cross it out. All right, you good. You coloring, Elliot? Nice. Okay. Oh my goodness, for this one, they didn't do any of the coloring. We have to do all the coloring. Okay, well, we need to make one group of 10. There's my 1. We need to make one group of 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's my one group of 10. Nice. You did your group of 10? Now, how many leftover ones do we need? That's a 2. So we need to write a 2. Yes, Elliot, and we need to color in 2 red. Those are the extra ones. So we have a group of 10 and 2 left over, 2 extra. And that's 12 altogether. You can count them and find out, Elliot.
I'm talking about where.
Oh, yes, that would be a 1 right there. 1 group of 10. Very good. Okay, we've got one more to do here. One more. Well, we need to get our blue out and we need to make a group of 10. So here, I'm going to color in 10 blue. We're going to do a group of 10.
I'm going to use red.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm done. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so there's my group of 10. I did one group of 10. I did one group of 10. So I'm going to write a 1. Okay, we need 15 altogether. What's that number in the ones place? How many left over do I have? Yeah, I have 5 there. So that's how many we're going to color in red. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one group of 10 and 5 left over. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a lot easier to count than counting all of them, right? A 1 and a 5 is 15, or 1 and a 5?
Well, I think I might have
Oh, let's see. Okay, we got one more page to do, and then we're going to do some story time. We have one more page and still story time. So now we're on page 28. Oh, so they've done the 10 blue for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want 14 all together. So how many am I going to color red? We already have 10. What number is this here? That's a 4. So we need to color 4 red. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 14 total, 14 all together. I have a group of 10 blue and 4 red. And that's 14 all together. Harrison, come on, hurry. Okay, let's do this next one. It looks like they want 16 all together. They've already done our group of 10. So how many left over do we need? What number is that there in the ones place? That's a number 6. So we need to color in 6. 6 left over to make 16. On which question? Oh, I'll be right there. Okay, we just have a couple more. Oh my goodness, it looks like for these two at the bottom, they want us to color in our group of 10 blue shapes. Okay, let's get those blue colors out. They want us to color in the group of 10 blue. Okay, we're making a group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's see. We have our group of 10, our one group of 10. How many leftovers do I need? What number is this right there? I just need 1 left over. Just 1 left over. There's our 1 left over. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that takes a long time. I know this is a group of 10, so I can just say 10, 11. That's a lot easier to count, right? So I have 1 group of 10 and 1 extra. Okay, let's do our group of 10 for this one. They want us to do our group of 10. Okay, so we're gonna do a group of 10 blue.
More than 60.
Okay, here's our group of 10 blue. There's our group of 10. We have our one group of 10. How many others do we need? How many leftover ones do we need to color red? What number is that? That's a 9, so I need to color in 9 extras. Good job, Elliot. Nice. So we have one group of 10 and 9 extra ones, 9 left over. So instead of counting all of them all the way to 19, I could just go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That takes a lot less time, huh? Okay, we're gonna start story time in a minute, but if you're still working on your math, that's okay. You can keep working on your math during story time. We're gonna start story time in a minute, but if you're still working on your math, that's okay. You can keep working during story time.
I'm done.
Yay, Catherine! Yes, Elliot, so good. Okay, and kids in the classroom, once you're done, you can start getting cleaned up. So after story time, we pack up and go home, right?
Where are you going?
Kids in the classroom, once you're done, you can start getting cleaned up.
Today I don't have to
Really? Okay. Okay, let's read a book. Let's read If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And this will be for story time today.
Funny.
This one's funny, says Harrison. Okay.
Yeah,
If you
I
give
know
a moose
it.
a muffin.
Yeah,
So if you're still working on your math, that's okay. You could keep working on it while we're doing some story time. If you give a moose a muffin, he'll want some jam to go with it. So you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. Hey, you ready to clean up, Elliot? Good job with math. When he's finished eating the muffin, he'll want another one, and another, and another. When they're all done, he'll ask you to make more. You'll have to go to the store to get some muffin mix. He'll want to go with you. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, he'll ask to borrow a sweater. When he puts the sweater on, he'll notice one of the buttons is loose. He'll ask for a needle and thread. He'll start sewing. The button will remind him of the puppets his grandmother used to make. So he'll ask for some old socks. He'll make some sock puppets. When they're done, he'll want to put on a puppet show. He'll need some cardboard and paints. Then he'll ask you to help make the scenery. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out, so he'll ask for something to cover them. You'll bring him a sheet from your bed. When he sees the sheet, he'll remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. He'll try it on and shout, "Boo!" It'll scare him so much he'll knock over the paints. So he'll use the sheet to clean up the mess. Then he'll ask for some soap to wash it out. He'll probably want to hang the sheet up to dry. He'll go outside to put it on the clothesline. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bushes. Seeing the blackberries will remind him of her jam. He'll probably ask you for some. And chances are, if you give him the jam, he'll want a muffin to go with it. Oh, that moose. That moose. Oh my goodness. We read books about silly animals today. This morning it was the silly Tilly, the little mole. And then this afternoon it was the silly moose. Give the moose a muffin. Yeah. Okay, let's do some checking off on our schedule. Okay, we're gonna check off math, check off story time. So now it's time in the classroom to get packed up and ready to go.
Bye.
Bye, Catherine. Bye, Finn. Bye, Colin. Bye, Isley. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Finn, Penguin. Cute. Yes, you can. Make sure you wash your hands.